is going on, and welcome back. I hope you guys, as always, are having an awesome day. Before I get started, guys, if you are new here, please subscribe if you haven't already done that. We're on the road to 32,000 subscribers, and I would love you guys to be a part of the journey. So hit subscribe and join the fam. And also, guys, follow me on all my social media. Links are in the description. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, so you can follow me on all of those. And I am coming back at you guys with another creepy video, and this time it's not actually paranormal, but it's very scary to think that this is real, and it's still going on somewhere in the world. It is still happening to this very day, so it's pretty scary. But before we get started on that, we have to jump right over to Paranormal America. Welcome to Paranormal America, guys. And before I get started, I want to thank all you guys for showing up for that video yesterday about the bridges. I literally did not expect so many of you guys to actually turn up, and some of you guys actually found the secret hideout. You guys know what I'm talking about. But guys, we are talking about cannibals, real life cannibals that are still here on the earth today, and they eat people. And that's usually what cannibals do. Is that right? But we are talking about cannibals, and there are articles and documentaries and stuff I read today and watched a couple things about these cannibals that lived in, there's a country I don't even know if it's a country. Yeah, I guess it's a country. It's off the coast of like Indonesia. It's around Australia, that kind of way. And there is a little country, a little island country called New Guinea, and there's a jungle here. This is what I read today. There's a lot more of them. There's a jungle, and there's a little trail. Well, it's not little. It's like 60 miles long, and you can actually walk on this trail and face the challenges and stuff like that. So it's open to the public and visitors and stuff like that, and tourists, because that's actually what I'm about to tell you guys. This story's not new. It's a couple years old, but it just caught my attention because there was this, like, I like watching things, and I get into something and then I keep watching more things about that subject, and that's literally what I did today. And I watched this documentary about this jungle in New Guinea, and there is a trail called the Kokoda Trail, and it's like 60 miles long, and there was this British guy and his American girlfriend, and they decided to go on their dream vacation to this island to do this tour, this trail. So they did, and they went out there. At first they both went to Australia, then they both went from like their own countries. Like, I guess the girl came from the United States and the guy went from the UK, and they met in Australia. Then they both decided to go to this little island that wasn't far from Australia to do this tour. But they knew that this was like, it had a reputation for cannibalism, but they knew that because the guy or the girl, one of them said they were literally joking about, like, what happens if the cannibals come and get us and stuff. They were joking around while they were in this this jungle that has a reputation for cannibalism. So what did they do? They go out there, they start doing the trail. They were like 3 days into the trail, and they get packed up their stuff. They had like seeds and whatever, to live on, nuts and stuff like that, and trail mix, and they carried on with their journey. They were 1 hour into the journey on, I think, the third or fourth day, and they saw a tribe guy, like a tribal man, come after them, and he was like in front of them. He had like they said he had feathers and like things through his nose and stuff like that, which I've seen a lot of weird things like that. And they turned around, and there was one behind him. They were kind of getting circled by these tribesmen, and then the guy said, well, he tried to calm them down and give them their belongings, but they appeared to be valueless. The cannibals didn't care about their valuables and their belongings. They just wanted to harm them. He said they were literally communicating by grunting. The only words that he recognized in English, which was kill you, I kill you. As they were like taunting them, they tore open the guy's shirt. They used it as a blindfold. They were getting beat. They were getting, well, this is the story. The girl, actually, the American girl, was apparently, she was grabbed by them. They were, you know, like blindfolded, and then they were dragged off into the jungle, where the girl was raped and beaten and cut, and she had her fingers cut, and I actually saw a picture. It's pretty nasty. Cut right to the bone, 3 of her fingers, with a machete, and they were getting attacked with like bow and arrow, spears. And the guy, what did the guy do? The guy just stood there. He said it was literally, like, when they were talking about this vacation, it started off as a dream for them both. They were both in love and stuff like that. He stood there and watched his girl get raped by these tribal people because he was too afraid to do anything. He literally said that, I was too afraid to do anything. So, I don't know about you guys, but if that were me and I was witnessing my girlfriend getting raped in front of me, I would go ballistic. I would not care if I died trying to fight for her. I know a lot of people will say, well, what if there's so many of them? You would at least die trying to fight for her. Like, you wouldn't, I would not even dream of standing there and just watching them do that to her. I couldn't picture it. Obviously, she didn't mean that much to him, or he's like the world's biggest pussy, because, I couldn't do that. I would literally die trying. I'd be all like, you want a piece of me, you little tribes guys? Huh? And I would probably wouldn't look that weird though, because they'd probably just pull out an arrow, pew, right into the heart or something. And these guys have good shots, like they catch fish by bow and arrow and stuff like that. So I just couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. I would not stand there and watch. I don't know, maybe I'm just a lot tougher than that guy. And I'm not a tough guy, believe it or not. I am not a tough guy. I'm like a crybaby. Like, I'm such a scaredy baby at everything. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't just stand there and watch them do that to her. So I don't understand why the guy didn't step in. I understand that he was probably in a state of shock, but I don't know. I'd be all like, "What's up? What's up? You gonna shoot me with your arrows? Yeah. Well, I'll just." That's what I would do. I would show him who's boss. But it's very scary to think that this actually happens. And there was actually another story about this group of Australians going into the same jungle, and they were also attacked and hunted down and stuff like that. It's very scary to think there are places in the world that are cannibals, and these people have a reputation of they eat people for like punishment. Like, there's rivalry between different tribes of the jungle, and if they catch somebody from another tribe, they will kill them and eat them. And the other thing is, they do it as a sign of respect. If somebody's died, like a member of their tribe dies, they will have like a big funeral, and then they will eat the body. How weird is that? That's just messed up. I am so glad I live in like Western civilization, because man, seeing the way they, just even without the cannibalism, seeing the way they live, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. But it's also like, when you think the way they look and dress and stuff like that, it was not much different to the Native Americans. So I was actually telling my fiance today, I was like after watching this, and these people this British guy and this American girl just went to this island to do a trail challenge. The next thing, they were getting hunted down by cannibals. Like, it made me think, like, when the Pilgrims first came to the United States, they knew that there was like people there. They knew that there was people here, but they didn't seem to like think that what could happen. You know, these are tribal people. They got there, just set up, started building houses and stuff, and how did they know? How were they brave enough to know when they get there that the natives weren't just gonna kill them and eat them? Because I would have been terrified. If I knew I was going to a piece of land somewhere where they were tribal people, they were like, they lived like tribal people, I would be terrified, because that would be the first thing on my mind is, are they gonna eat me? Are they gonna shoot me with arrows and stuff like that? I would be terrified. It's just a very scary feeling to like imagine getting caught by tribes and knowing that you're going to be eaten. That is the most horrific thing to imagine. Wow, I couldn't imagine anything worse. But here's the deal, guys. Question of the day. if you could go with anybody, like if you could go with me or like a group of us could go to that island and actually take that challenge of walking the 60-mile track, would you guys be down for it? Even if we were all together and we could like defend ourselves, would you be down for it? I honestly don't know if I would. I would have to have a gun. I would have to. Magic 8 Ball. Would I die if I went to that island? Probably, yeah. My reply is no. Oh, yeah, well, there you have it. I guess I told you guys I could whip their butts. I'd be like, yeah. That's what I would do. I'd whip their butts all over the place. Yeah. But it's pretty crazy. Tribal people are really like crazy. Like, they're so artistic and creative, but at the same time it's just scary to look at. You know the way they have like the face paints on, and they have like, they stick like animal bones through their nose and stuff like that, and they have like feathers in their hair, and they have like nipple things through their nipples, and even, you know, down there they had like things stuck right through as like a decoration. Whoa, it's insane. And their ears, you think like, you know, people who have those, you see them around, you know, people who have those big huge circle things stretching their ears, you should see these tribal people. They're down here. I'm not even kidding you guys. It's scary. It's like, do they even feel pain? What's going on? What's the deal? But I don't know, guys. What would you do if you were there with me? Would you be happy about it? Would you want to do the trail, or would you want to get the heck out of there? And yeah, that's pretty much it. As you guys know, I have started this thing called Random Fact of the Day, and I like to poison your heads with powerful knowledge so that y'all don't have to go to school anymore. And today's Random Fact of the Day is there is approximately 336 dimples on a regular golf ball. So there's your Random Fact of the Day, guys. I love all you guys. And yeah, let's see if we can go for 4 likes on this video. I would appreciate that if we got 4 likes. That would be insane. So help me out, hit that like button down below, and remember the most important thing, guys, chase your dreams.